What's up, y'all? It's your girl AnEyeIVKicks. We are back with another sneaker store review. It's been a while. Again, I feel like everybody goes through the lull after the holidays, and I know that's crazy me saying when we are now in February. So a lot's been happening, but I want to give, credit where credit is due with these shops, get back into the reviews. We hit up an incredible sneaker store in Virginia when we were there for the holidays. It's in Newport News. It is called Laced Function, and the experience, like, guys, when I go into a sneaker store, if you've seen these review videos before, you know that I'm looking for several different aspects, but overall I want to have a great experience. I want to walk out of there being like, I can't wait to go back. And Lace Function kind of did that for your girl. So let's, let me show y'all this amazing B-roll of this amazing store, and then we'll get into the ratings. So before I go ahead and break down the ratings of all the different aspects of Lace Function, guys, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel because your girl's not stopping these reviews anytime soon. So not only will you get some dope unboxing, some dope sneaker content, some behind the scenes of some dope events, but you're also going to find out about different sneaker shops that may or may not be local to you, or if you're going to be in that area, something, is it worth your time or not? So help your girl out, but also help yourselves out and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the videos. I've been saying that since day one, guys. Also, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up for this video and comment below, like, what are some things, either in the B-roll that you saw that kind of caught your eye, or as we go through the different, like, ratings, do you agree with me? Would you rate it a little bit differently, maybe higher or lower? So let's go ahead. All of that being said, let's get into the ratings, guys. So the first thing I was looking for was the aesthetic of the store. It's really hard when there's so much stuff and so little space, because I don't just be like, oh, well, you need a bigger store. I think about the fact that as a business owner, maybe you can't afford a bigger location, or maybe this happened to be perfect because, guys, they are right next to the UPS store. So shipping shoes, whether they're buying or they're selling, that's not an issue. So it's phenomenal for location. I do wish the store was a little bit bigger, but again, that maybe that's not something feasible on their end. So I'm going to have to give it a 3.8 out of 5 for the aesthetic. But everything else was there. I mean, the way that it was set up, the way that it was organized, it was very easy to find what you were looking for. If you wanted something more dead stock, something more recently released, you're looking on the walls. If you wanted something a little bit more of a reach back, something, if you don't mind, used, which they're all super clean, by the way, then you're looking on the tables, the apparel more towards the back. So it was very, very easy to find what you were looking for. I just wish they were able to have a little bit bigger location, but who knows? Maybe that's something that they have in the works. So yeah, it's solid 3.8. So personability wise, guys, like the minute I walked into the store, there's 3 guys that own the store. You've got Ray, James, and Philip. Ray was in store the day that your girl walked in. And side note, correction, they're actually located in Hampton, Virginia, not Newport News. My bad on that. I want to make sure y'all know exactly where to go for this store. So Ray was like phenomenal. Like you could literally tell that he had a stake in this. He's not just an employee. They get a 5 out of 5, no problem, for personability. And I know sometimes that can be, part of the issue is you go into the store when the owner's there as opposed to when an employee was there. And we even talked about that. Like he was so open to ideas and tips and anything, because I told him I was doing these, sneaker store reviews, and he wants he wants all the advice that he can get, which is amazing, because I feel like a lot of these shop owners already feel like they have it down, like, oh, I know the market, or I know this, and like to want to do better for themselves and the community is amazing. So I told him, like, even just making sure your employees, if they don't know sneakers, at least they can interact a little bit better, make each customer feel like almost like home. Don't make them feel like it's just another store. And on top of that, like an extra little added bonus, he let your girl know they are doing, like, you can use their shop as a meetup point. So instead of, you do your OfferUp or your Facebook Marketplace or wherever you find these deals, and you're trying to meet up somewhere to exchange and try to, authenticate yourself and all this other stuff, you can use their store as that meetup point. So you're a lot safer. I'm sure if you needed their input on the shoes, they're going to give it to you. So that is a huge bonus right now. And then, guys, once you're in the store, I'm telling you, you're going to find something that you want. It's guaranteed. As far as range or variety goes, I'm going to give them a 4 out of 5. I feel like this is a category that it's next to impossible to get a perfect 5 out of 5 on, because that would require you to have the latest releases, to have the 90s like basketball inspired, or not inspired, but 90s basketball shoes. Also, you have to have like the designer, the running shoes. Like, that's a lot of different pairs, and depending on your area, I feel like in Virginia where they were at, ain't nobody looking for the designer pairs like that. Nobody really cares about the runners. Like, it's a very basketball, sneaker, Jordans, even Iversons. You had Iversons High School right up the street where he grew up there. So you're definitely, selling to your market. And so, again, that's why it makes it next to impossible for somebody to get a perfect 5 out of 5 on your range. You're going to, curate. That's the word I want. Sorry guys, took me a second. You're going to curate your shop for your typical clientele. You're going to get what works and what sells for your location. As far as price goes, I'll give them a 4 out of 5 on price. I wasn't mad at the price. It was very, very fair with market. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I know these shops are brick and mortars. They have that overhead cost. They have employees. It's a little bit harder price-wise. They need to elevate that to, you know, cut or make the cost of their bills. But I feel like Lace Function did a really good job of doing what they need to do cost-wise, but also doing what they need to do for the consumer as well, so that you don't feel like you're being ripped off or beaten over the head with their prices. Overall, we're going to go ahead and give Lace Function a 4.3 out of 5. They deserve it. Like I said, guys, go into the store, even if you're just doing a meetup or you just want to see what it's about, or even you want to chit chat with Ray or any of the other owners. Guys, you are going to find something that you love. You are going to want to go back. I know I cannot wait to go back to that store. When I'm up in Virginia in September for the annual Carib Fest, which, side note, go check it out. This is the 20th year anniversary. We'll talk more later. But I cannot wait to hit Lace Function back up. So let me know in the comments below. Also, guys, is this a store that maybe you've already hit them up? Maybe you've already found this, what I would call it this time, like a hidden gem. You know, maybe you're already on game with them. Or if you do end up hitting them up because of this video, come back and let your girl know, because I really do love if these videos are reaching the target audience and getting that traffic into these incredible stores. So if you're in the area for any reason at all and you can make it happen, a stop to Lace Function is a must, guys. So that's going to wrap up this review. And as always, keep tuning in, see what I got my eye on next.